Hello students, this is our third lecture of basic electronics and today we'll learn about a capacitor. So capacitor is also a passive component. We have seen the definition of passive component in previous lecture. So capacitor is passive component means they cannot able to amplify the electronic signal. Amplify means it not able to increase the strength of the signal. Then it is also not able to produce gain. Gain means it cannot produce any voltage and current ratio. Then it is also not used to process any electronic signal. That's why capacitor is a passive component. A capacitor is an electronic passive component having ability to store the electric charge in it. Now as I told you, what is a capacitor? So capacitor is nothing but a passive electronic device that stores electric charge or electric energy in electric field, and this energy it is used to store, or it is used in electronic circuit to carry out the different operations, right? So this is the ability of storing charge is known as a capacitance. जसं की रेजिस्टरला प्रॉपर्टी आहे रेजिस्टन्स, राईट. तसंच कपॅसिटरची पण प्रॉपर्टी आहे. कपॅसिटर इज हॅव्हिंग प्रॉपर्टी means ability to storing charge is known as a capacitance. It is also known as a condenser. Then how capacitor is made? In previous lecture we have seen about the resistor, different types of resistor like fixed resistor and variable resistor, and in that we have seen the types of resistor, or we can say that the material used in a resistor is some film, metal conductors or carbon films or wires are used in that resistor. So according to the material used, the different types of resistors are available. Likewise, the capacitor is also having the types according to their construction and the material used for manufacturing. So capacitor is basically consists of two parallel conducting plates which is separated by one insulating material, and that insulating material is known as a dielectric. When capacitor is connected in circuit, it opposes any change of voltage in the circuit. On your screen you can see the symbols and some pictures of capacitor. So there is two types of capacitor, polarized and non-polarized capacitor. Means it is having poles or terminals. We can say that it is having a terminals, that is positive, negative, and some capacitors are doesn't having any terminals. So the capacitor which does not have any terminals, or we can say that magnitude, so it is called as a non-polarized capacitor. In polarized capacitor, the capacitor is having terminals like positive and negative. So you can see that polarized capacitor, there is a plus sign is noted on the upper plate, near the upper plate. So polarized means it is having polarity, or it can having positive and negative terminals, and non-polarized capacitor doesn't having any polarity. Now this is the symbolic representation, but polarized, non-polarized and polarized capacitors are available in labs. So if you see, there is a one disc type capacitor on your screen, that is non-polarized capacitor, disc type, and one cylindrical type capacitor is shown in the picture, that is polarized capacitor, because it is having positive negative terminals. So you can see that there is a cylindrical type polarized capacitor is shown, and if you observe carefully, the one terminal of polarized capacitor is long, that long terminal is considered as a positive terminal of the polarized capacitor. So some capacitor is having polarity and some capacitor doesn't having any polarity, right? Then we see principle, working principle. As I said, the capacitor is used to store the charge, which is known as a capacitance. The capacitor is made up of two parallel plates, and the plates is nothing but metal plates. The plates are separated using dielectric material, and to that dielectric material, to that metal plates, two metal plates, the two terminals are connected. We can say that lead for connection. So here you can see that in your screen there are two plates, plate 1 and plate 2. In between these two plates there is a dielectric material, and these two metal plates are having two connections, or we can say that lead for connection. So for that lead we can connect voltage supply. For positive plate we will connect the positive terminal of the voltage supply, and for negative plate we will connect the negative terminal of voltage supply. So whenever we will provide voltage to capacitor, it will start storing the charge. So plate 1 is connected to positive terminal of the supply, so it will start accumulating positive charge, and plate 2 starts accumulating negative charge, right? And if we disconnect the power supply, the charge will remain as it is on these plates, means plate 1 is with positive charge and plate 2 is with negative charge. So charge is stored on capacitor after removal of voltage supply, right? Then next slide shows you there is a different types of capacitor, that is a parallel plate capacitor and cylindrical capacitor. So in first picture there is a two plates are shown and the arrows are shown. These arrows indicates that there is a capacitance produces in between plates, and it is a perpendicular to the electric field which is present between these two plates, right? The arrow shows you the capacitance is produced between two plates is perpendicular to electric field present inside the plates. Second capacitor is a cylindrical capacitor. You can see that there is one tube like, there is one tube is visible. So under inside this tube there is a two plates are folded or placed, and cylinder is used outside as a covering. So this type of capacitor is called as a cylindrical capacitor. So the capacitance produces which is perpendicular to length of cylinder, right? Then again the parallel plate capacitor construction is shown. There is a two plates top and bottom. In between that dielectric material is placed and supply is given to top and bottom plate, right? So whenever we start the voltage supply, the capacitance starts producing. As the positive terminal of the supply is connected to top plate, it will start storing positive charge, and negative terminal of the supply is connected to bottom plate. That's why it starts storing negative charge, right? And whenever sufficient amount of current or capacitance is produced, then these two plates stores these two charges inside the plate, right? Then before producing a capacitance there is no electric field between the two plates. But when we starts giving supply to capacitor, then afterwards between two plates means inside dielectric material, the electric field starts generating. So with the help of this with the help of arrows, the electric field is shown. You can see in your diagram. Once the charge is stored on the two plates, there is no need to give any further supply, and after removal of this external voltage supply, the charge is still stored on two plates of the capacitor, which we can use for any electronic circuit, right, for their working. Then you can see that cylindrical capacitor. As I told you, the capacitor, inside capacitor, one cylinder is placed, right, and inside that cylinder two metal plates are fixed. These plates are also in the form of cylinder. So cylindrical capacitor is also works on same principle. Before applying any voltage supply, there is no electric field inside the cylindrical capacitor. If we start charging the capacitor by external voltage supply, the charges are started to get accumulate on two plates, one plate with positive charge, another plate is with negative charge. You can see the positive charges inside near the center of cylinder. You can see around that center of cylinder positive charges are accumulated and outer case the negative charges are accumulated. In this way the charges are stored on inner plate and outer plate. Then the capacitance produced in the capacitor is depends on one constant, that is permittivity of the material, then area of the each plate and separation between the plates, means area of the plate, cross sectional area of the plate, and the separation between plates means distance between two plates. So capacitance is depends on permittivity, that is constant of the material, area of each plate and separation between plates, right? So as I told you, the capacitance is depends on constant, area and distance between two plate. The equation is given on your screen. C is equals to epsilon A upon D. C means capacitance in farad. जैसे हमने देखा था कि रेजिस्टेंस का यूनिट, रेजिस्टर का यूनिट क्या है, ओम, वैसे ही कैपेसिटर का यूनिट फैरेड है, फैरेड. सो कैपेसिटेंस इज मेजर्ड इन फैरेड. एप्सिलॉन इज परमिटिविटी ऑफ डाइलेक्ट्रिक, एब्सोल्यूट और नॉन रिलेटिव, मीन्स जो भी मटेरियल हम दो प्लेट्स के बीच में यूज़ कर रहे हैं उसको हम डाइलेक्ट्रिक बोलते हैं. तो वो जो डाइलेक्ट्रिक है, वो जो मटेरियल है उसमें से कोई भी करंट फ्लो नहीं होता, दैट इज़ इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल. दैट इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल सेपरेट्स द टू प्लेट्स ऑफ कैपेसिटर. Insulating material means dielectric material. Insulating means it doesn't conduct any current or doesn't produce any voltage. So वो जो मटेरियल है इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल, फॉर एग्जांपल वो वुड हो सकता है, इट इज़ इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल, वुड और एनी अदर इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल लाइक सिरेमिक और वुड. So according to that material the permittivity is set, means if there is air as an insulating material, the permittivity of that insulating material or of that dielectric is 1. So dielectric material is having permittivity. Then area of plate A is area of plate overlap in square material. जो plates हम ले रहे हैं कैपेसिटर में जो प्लेट्स यूज़ किए हैं चार्ज स्टोरिंग के लिए, उसका एरिया, एंड डी मीन्स डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू प्लेट्स। हम इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल प्लेस कर रहे हैं दोनों प्लेट के बीच में, तो उनमें जितना डिस्टेंस है वो डिस्टेंस भी मैटर करता है जब उसमें कैपेसिटेंस जनरेट होता है। सो कैपेसिटेंस इज डिपेंड्स ऑन परमिटिविटी ऑफ डाइलेक्ट्रिक, दैट इज एप्सिलॉन, देन एरिया ऑफ प्लेट, एंड it is inversely proportional to distance between two plates. So this is the equation for capacitance and the parameters which affects on capacitance. Then you can see that there is electric circuit is shown, that means capacitor is connected to voltage VC. One plate is connected to positive terminal of the voltage VC and second plate is connected to negative terminal of the voltage VC, right? The positive terminal connected plate will start accumulating positive charge and negative terminal connected plate starts accumulating negative charges, right? So whenever we start voltage supply, such type of charge accumulation is developed across the plates. Then what is the function of capacitor? All of you know about it now. The function of capacitor, basic function, is to store the electric energy and give this energy again to the circuit when necessary, right? Then capacitor is able to charge and discharge automatically. जब कैपेसिटर चार्ज हो जाता है फुल्ली, तब वोल्टेज सप्लाई आप रिमूव भी कर दो तो वो चार्ज कैपेसिटर में डेवलप वैसे ही होता है, वैसे ही रहता है, स्टेबल रहता है, और उसका बाद में हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं अगेन इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट में। तो जब हम वोल्टेज सप्लाई के साथ उसको चार्ज करते हैं वो ऑटोमेटिकली चार्ज हो जाता है, जब उसकी एनर्जी हम यूटिलाइज़ करते हैं तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली डिस्चार्ज हो जाता है। Then the third function of capacitor is it blocks the flow of DC current and it permits the flow of AC current. DC means direct current, AC means alternating current. AC करंट जो है आपके होम अप्लायंसेस में और डेली यूज़ में आप यूज़ करते हो 230 वोल्ट AC सिग्नल which is used for domestic use. Alternating current is having voltage as well as current specification. जो आपके घर में जो सप्लाई आता है वो 230 वोल्ट 50 हर्ट्ज़ 5 एम्पियर का वोल्टेज सप्लाई रहता है, उसमें वोल्टेज एंड करंट दोनों भी रहते हैं। तो उसका वोल्टेज रेटिंग एंड करंट रेटिंग हाई होने की वजह से AC वोल्टेज का हमको क्या होता है, AC वोल्टेज हम फील कर सकते हैं, समटाइम्स हमको उसका शॉक भी लगता है। लेकिन DC वोल्टेज में ज़्यादा करंट यानी ज़्यादा वोल्टेज नहीं होता, इसके लिए DC अप्लायंसेस जो हम यूज़ करते हैं या DC वोल्टेज यूज़ करते हैं उसका शॉक हमको नहीं लगता। DC वोल्टेजेस जो यूज़ करते हैं वो पर्टिकुलर कोई स्पेसिफिक चीज़ों में हम यूज़ करते हैं, लैब में यूज़ करते हैं। लेकिन AC वोल्टेज जो है हम डेली यूज़ करते हैं, जैसे कि हमारे घर में जो लाइट आता है वो लाइट AC होता है। 230 वोल्ट 50 हर्ट्ज़ AC सप्लाई हम सब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक अप्लायंसेस में डोमेस्टिक लेवल पे यूज़ करते हैं, जैसे कि TV, मिक्सर, फ्रिज, इसके लिए हम AC सप्लाई यूज़ करते हैं। लेकिन DC है, DC में क्या है, जैसे कि मोबाइल की बैटरी आप सब चार्ज करते हो, AC सप्लाई से चार्ज करते हो, लेकिन मोबाइल की जो बैटरी होती है वो DC होती है, मतलब मोबाइल का जो पावर सप्लाई वो DC होता है, राइट। Then on your screen you can see the connections of capacitor, series connection and parallel connection. अगर सीरीज़ कनेक्शन है तो उसका कैलकुलेशन कैसे करना है, और पैरेलल कनेक्शन है वैसे उसका कैलकुलेशन कैसे करना है वो दिखाया है। इसके कोई प्रॉब्लम्स वगैरह आपको नहीं है, लेकिन जस्ट आप देख सकते हो कि कैपेसिटेंस ऐड कैसे होता है और मल्टीप्लाई कैसे होता है। इफ़ वी टॉक अबाउट सीरीज़ कनेक्शन, देन द वैल्यू ऑफ कैपेसिटेंस इज़ गेट gets added with each other. And if we talk about a parallel connection of capacitor, then we have to add as well as multiply the value of capacitance, right? Then we'll see the first connection, that is C1 and C2. Both capacitors are connected in series. So if we want to calculate the total capacitance, then you have to take 1 upon the reciprocal of capacitor C1, then plus reciprocal of capacitor C2, right? Reciprocal means inverse. You can say that 1 by C1 is called as a reciprocal और इन्वर्स ऑफ कैपेसिटर. सो जब कैपेसिटर सीरीज़ में दिए जाते हैं तो उसकी एडिशन ऐसी लेनी है 1 बाय रेसिप्रिकल ऑफ कैपेसिटर C1 प्लस रेसिप्रिकल ऑफ कैपेसिटर C2. So by using this formula you will get the series capacitance. Then if you connected the capacitance in parallel, that is C1 and C2, you can say that it is connected in parallel connection. So the total capacitance is C1 plus C2. Then there is no need to take a reciprocal of capacitance. You can simply add the value of both the capacitance, then you will get parallel capacitance. Then where capacitor is used means applications of capacitor. If we talk about domestic use, then your fan में आपके कैपेसिटर होता है, टीवी में कैपेसिटर होता है, फ्रिज में कैपेसिटर होता है, ठीक है. अगर बाहर एप्लीकेशन वाइज ब्रॉड एरिया में देखोगे आप तो एक्सरेज में CT MRI स्कैनर में कैपेसिटर होता है. देन कार्डियोग्राम, अल्ट्रासोनिक इको डिवाइसेस, ब्लड गैस एनालाइज़र, इस सभी चीज़ों में कैपेसिटर होता है. अगर आपके घर में अगर फ़ैन कोई भी कारण से अगर बंद हो जाए तो आप अगर ओपन करके देखोगे तो वहाँ पे आपको बड़ा वाला सिलेंड्रिकल कैपेसिटर दिखेगा. तो डोमेस्टिक एज वेल एज कमर्शियल यूज़ जो भी डिवाइसेस होते हैं, अप्लायंसेस होते हैं, वहाँ पे कैपेसिटर यूज़ कर सकते हैं, किया जाता है. जैसे मैंने बोला कि बायोमेडिकल एप्लीकेशन है सच एज एक्सरे यूनिट, CT एंड MRI स्कैनर, उसमें कैपेसिटर यूज़ करते हैं. देन कार्डियोग्राम्स, अल्ट्रासोनिक इको डिवाइसेस एंड ब्लड गैस एनालाइज़र में भी कैपेसिटर यूज़ करते हैं, ठीक है. देन व्हाट अबाउट द मेजरिंग ऑफ वैल्यू ऑफ कैपेसिटेंस. जैसे कि हमने रेजिस्टेंस की वैल्यू मेजर करने के लिए कलर कोडिंग टेक्निक अप्लाई किया था, वैसे ही कैपेसिटर के लिए भी कलर कोडिंग टेक्निक होता है. सो कलर कोडिंग टेक्निक यूज़ करके हम कैपेसिटर की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. सो पॉइंट टू रिमेंबर क्या है, कैपेसिटर इज़ अ पैसिव कंपोनेंट. इट इज़ यूज टू स्टोर electric charge. The function of capacitor is used to store the electric charge. It will automatically charge and discharge, and also it is used to block DC signal, and it is used to pass AC signal. It consists of two parallel plates, conducting plates, which is separated by insulating material, which is known as a dielectric material. The unit of capacitance is farad. The capacitance depends on permittivity of the dielectric material, area of each plate, and separation between plates. Then classification of capacitor, fixed capacitor and variable capacitor. In fixed capacitor there is two type, electrolytic and electrostatic. Electrolytic is further divided into two types, tantalum and aluminium. Electrostatic is divided into four types, ceramic, mica, plastic and paper. Variable capacitor is further divided into four types, ceramic, air, mica and plastic. So this is the notes of today's TLO, that is TLO number 3. It is about capacitor. So in this note you can see the definition of capacitance is given, then construction of capacitor is given, unit of capacitance is given, the equation for charge is given, then equation for capacitance which we have seen in presentation is also given. Then classification, you can see that as I told you just now, there is a two types, fixed and variable. Fixed is divided into electrolyte and electrostatic. इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक फर्दर डिवाइडेड है टेंटेलियम एंड एल्यूमिनियम. अब ये टेंटेलियम एंड एल्यूमिनियम जो है इसका नेम क्यों दिया है, क्योंकि जो हम कंडक्टिंग प्लेट यूज़ करते हैं उसके लिए जो मटेरियल यूज़ होता है वो टेंटेलियम एंड एल्यूमिनियम होता है. इलेक्ट्रोलाइटिक मीन्स इट इज़ हैविंग पोलैरिटी. देन इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक मीन्स इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल है, डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल है, वो कौन सा यूज़ किया है उसके अकॉर्डिंगली उसके नाम दिए गए हैं. इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक मटेरियल मीन्स सिरेमिक यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो सिरेमिक, माइका भी इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल है, प्लास्टिक एंड पेपर इज आल्सो इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल. सो इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक कैपेसिटर इज classified according to the insulating material used inside the electrostatic capacitor. Then variable capacitor means we can change the value of capacitance. So ये भी ceramic, air, mica and plastic है, means ये भी depend है type of insulating material के ऊपर, right? Then जैसे कि हमने specification of resistance देखा था वैसे ही specification capacitor को भी है. Specification means the value of capacitance is depends on another electronic or electrical quantity. It is nothing but specification of that particular component. So specification में सबसे पहले आप देखोगे capacitance. We have seen the definition for capacitance. Capacitance C is equals to epsilon A upon D. Epsilon means permittivity of dielectric material, A means area of the plates and D means distance between plates. Then capacitors is working on voltage, right? It is used to pass the AC voltage and it is used to block the DC voltage. Then insulating resistance means कैपेसिटर का जो इंसुलेटिंग मटेरियल है जो यूज़ करते हैं उसके ऊपर डिपेंड है कि कितना वोल्टेज एंड कितना टेम्परेचर में वो वर्क कर सकता है, राइट? उसको क्या बोलते हैं, इंसुलेटिंग रेजिस्टेंस, which is expressed in ohms. Then power factor means it is the ratio of resistance and reactance R upon Z. Reactance means impedance is nothing but the ratio of voltage and current produced by the capacitor. Note somewhere what is the meaning of reactance. Reactance is Z or impedance, we can say that, and impedance means it is the ratio of voltage and current produced at the output of electronic circuit by capacitance. Then equivalent series resistance, we have seen that series and parallel connection of the capacitor in our PPT. Then capacitive reactance is given by xc is equals to 1 upon 2 pi fc. Capacitive reactance means जैसे रेजिस्टेंस प्रोड्यूस करता है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सर्किट में, वैसे ही हम जब कैपेसिटर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सर्किट में कनेक्ट करते हैं तो वो भी सम रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर करता है. सो रेजिस्टेंस ऑफर्ड बाय कैपेसिटर इज कॉल्ड एज अ रिएक्टेंस, दैट इज गिवन बाय एक्सी 1 अपॉन 2 पाई एफ सी. पाई आपको सबको पता है, मैथमेटिकल ऑपरेटर है पाई. एफ मीन्स फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड सी मीन्स कैपेसिटेंस, एंड capacitance means C is equals to epsilon A upon D, area upon distance. Then quality factor is ratio of capacitive reactance upon resistance. And tolerance is same like resistance, that is it is a maximum possible deviation on either side from actual printed value. मीन्स कितने टेम्परेचर में वो करेक्ट वैल्यू ऑफ कैपेसिटेंस प्रोवाइड करता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं, टॉलरेंस, राइट. सो this is all about the specification of capacitor. Then color coding of capacitor. Color coding means if we want to find out the value of capacitance, we can use the color coding technique as we used in resistor. You can also refer the same color coding table for capacitor. So on your screen you can see that one example is given, orange, brown and orange and blue. So orange is having number 3 in your color coding technique. So we have taken 2 times 3 for orange 3 3, and blue is multiplier, so we have taken the multiplier value 10 raised to 6, and again we have to multiply it with 10 raised to minus 12. So taking 10 raised to minus 12 is compulsory while calculating capacitor, because it is a common multiplier for calculating the value of capacitor. अगर ये कॉमन मल्टीप्लायर दैट मीन्स 10 रेज टू माइनस 12 अगर हमने नहीं लिया तो ऐसे ही वैल्यू हम सेम रजिस्टर के लिए भी कैलकुलेट होगी, ऐसे ही सेम वैल्यू कैलकुलेटर रजिस्टर के लिए कैलकुलेट होगी. तो वो जो डिफरेंस है वो डिफरेंस हमको लेना है. दैट मीन्स while calculating the value of capacitor you can refer the same color coding technique, but after using a table multiplier you have to multiply again the common multiplier, that is 10 raised to minus 12. सो यहाँ पे ऑरेंज के लिए 3 3 लिया है, ब्लू के लिए हमने टेबल मल्टीप्लायर लिया है 10 रेज टू 6, और हम कैपेसिटेंस की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं, इसलिए हमने कॉमन मल्टीप्लायर लिया है 10 रेज टू माइनस 12, राइट. सो 33 इंटू 10 रेज टू माइनस 6 आंसर आएगा, क्योंकि 10 रेज टू 6 इंटू 10 रेज टू माइनस 12 करेंगे तो उसका आंसर आता है 10 रेज टू माइनस 6. सो 33 into 10 raised to minus 6 is equals to 33 microfarad. In this way you can calculate the value of capacitor. Again you will see the another example, yellow violet yellow. येलो का टेबल में नंबर 4 है, वायलेट का 7 है. द थर्ड येलो इज योर मल्टीप्लायर, दैट इज टेबल मल्टीप्लायर 10 raised to 4, and again we have to multiply it with constant multiplier, that is 10 raised to minus 12. So 10 raised to 4 इंटू 10 raised to minus 12, 12 में से 4 माइनस होते हैं तो माइनस 9 आ जाता है. दैट मीन्स योर आंसर इज 7 इंटू 10 raised to minus 9. माइनस 9 आता है तो उसको नैनो फैरेड बोलते हैं, इसलिए NF लिखा है. और ऊपर के एग्जाम्पल में -6 आया है, -6 है तो उसको माइक्रो फैरेड बोलते हैं. तो माइक्रो फैरेड के लिए आप देख रहे हैं स्मॉल m निकाला है, उसको माइक्रो यानी माइक्रो फैरेड बोलते हैं. और नीचे के एग्जाम्पल में -9 आया है तो उसको नैनो फैरेड बोलते हैं, इसलिए NF लिखा है, राइट. देन वाइल कैलकुलेटिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ कैपेसिटर, sometimes the value is printed on capacitor like 3K3, it means 3.3 kilofarad, and again you have to multiply that with constant multiplier, that is minus 12. So 3.3 into 10 raised to 3 into 10 raised to minus 12 means 3.3 into 10 raised to minus 9. So minus 9 है मतलब 3.3 नैनोफैरेड. देखिए कैसा लिखा है 3K3, 3K3 means 3.3 K means किलोहम, किलोहम means 10 raised to 3. So 3 into 3 into 10 raised to 3, एंड अगेन कॉमन मल्टीप्लायर लिया है इंटू 10 raised to minus 12. तो आंसर आया 12 minus 3 minus 9, 3.3 इंटू 10 raised to minus 9 मीन्स 3.3 नैनोफैरेड. देन 1K है, 1K मीन्स 1 इंटू 10 raised to 3 इंटू 10 raised to minus 12. सो minus 12 and 3 means minus 9. So 1 into 10 raised to minus 9 means 1 nanofarad, right? So this is the calculation for capacitor. Then you have to refer same color coding table for capacitor while calculating the value of capacitor, but you have to take the common multiplier after putting the value of each color. You have to multiply with common multiplier, that is 10 raised to minus 12. that is only the difference between calculating the value of capacitor and the value of resistor. Thank you.